It may well be something many of us don't look forward to, but lots of us have missed out on a trip to the dentist over the last 2 years.
I was trying to get through to mine this morning, and it was like a waiting thing.
They're opening up pubs and clubs, football matches, you name it. You can go to, but you can't get a doctor or a dentist or a hospital appointment.
I'm still looking for the dentist appointment.
I've never heard a thing.
Well, I phoned mine the other day and they told me that it would be a few weeks before the letters came out.
Troubled to get some appointments, initial kind of 18 months. I think the first appointment I actually got was the start of the year. So
the treatments I've needed, I've not been able to get, so they had to extract a tooth because I couldn't get fillings.
Like many dentists, this one in Fife is playing catch-up after the COVID-19 pandemic. And whilst cavities, root canals and everything in between are back on the agenda, treating them all comes at a cost.
We use the term NHS dentist, but dentists aren't actually directly employed by the NHS. We're actually self-employed contractors, and we're paid based on item of service, which basically means that the practice gets money for the treatments that you do. If you do one filling, practice gets money for that, check-up, money for that, no patient in the chair, nothing at all.
And the NHS only pays certain set amounts for certain work. But dentists say in many cases that isn't enough to cover their costs, never mind make a profit.
There's actually a significant number of procedures in the SDR which, under common circumstances, can result in a net loss for the practice.
Increasingly now, metal-based dentures, labs, even if you can find a lab willing to make an NHS denture, the lab cost for the metal work alone exceeds what the NHS fee is. You have to do it when you have to do it, but it's clearly not a sustainable business model.
The Scottish Government recently announced changes to the funding provided to dentists, increasing the amount paid for certain treatments. Despite this, some say the changes don't go far enough to keep many in the profession or attract new dentists to take up the role.
The numbers of graduates who've got no intention of coming into NHS general practice in the first place is astonishing. The number of associate jobs on offer right now is, it's unprecedented. Practice owners suffer because they can't find dentists, patients suffer because they can't find dentists. The government doesn't seem to have grasped yet that, I keep coming back to, they've got to make an offer to dentists to make it an appealing career prospect once again.
With the pressure on dentistry services rising after nearly 2 years of pent-up demand, the future for the industry looks uncertain.
Most likely you'll see a gradual sort of phase down of high street NHS services. You'll see fewer and fewer NHS appointments till eventually you hit a point where a practice is going either, as I said before, fully private, or if they're in, say, a more deprived area where that's not an option, they'll just go bust.
Olly Dickinson, STV News.